So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the deal, right? I've been working on my martial arts skills, my breaking skills, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see some of the, things that you see behind me. Yeah, believe it or not, that's me up there. Actually, yeah, me up there as a dancer, me up there as a martial artist. Been in a few newspapers, so on and so forth. But it has nothing to do with you, right? It has nothing to do even with me. That's me in the past. In the future, I'm just trying to be as good as that person that I've seen there throughout the years. But you need some supplementation. So I got involved with this company just a few weeks ago, and I'm excited about it because I'm helping people. But sometimes people just don't get it. They think I'm just hyping things up. However, right over here, Mr. Sensei, I'm not even sure what title you use, sir, but the reason why I
Sensei.
normally, yeah, was the reason why I like to use Sensei is because even though you train with jiu-jitsu, and that comes from Japan, but in Okinawa, where karate started, at least everyone's a sensei. It's over here where they came up with all those crazy names. Anyhow, regardless, I give props to everybody. But as a man from the Boogie Down Bronx, I respect you to the highest level. And Mr. Otis Waterman is in the house, y'all. Sir, how you feeling?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm feeling energetic.
Oh, wait
I'm
a second.
feeling vitalized.
Hold it up. Hold it up. So I don't want you to get a speeding ticket because I know you're on the bridge. so a few weeks ago, you and I had a conversation. Now, obviously, you've been seeing me in the last few years online, sharing some information. Some of it is martial arts based. Oh, you can't beat that. Oh man. So a few weeks ago, I shared the information for you. You got into your body. What are some of the things that you're feeling right now? Talk to me, brother.
I'm feeling revitalized. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling alert. I'm a truck driver. I hold 120,000 pounds in my hands at nighttime. I drive from 4:30 in the evening to 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And look, I ain't had no breakfast, right? I ain't had no breakfast, right? But look, shit time.
Wow. And this is the whole thing.
I still got energy from yesterday to right now. I got up 7:30 this morning. I got home 5 o'clock this morning. I got up 7:30 this morning. I've been running ever since. And guess what? I got some strength and vitalization from our favorite product, Isogenic, right here. You see it?
Yes, sir.
I want to tell the world about this thing here. This thing is awesome. It works for me. I'm not an over-the-counter person. I don't buy stuff just to buy it. If it works for me, I'm stuck with it. I'm truly, truly grateful for Isogenic and Jerry
Fontanez, but that's okay. It doesn't
Fontanez.
matter. Hey, listen, I get tongue-tied also because we get excited. I'm so happy because getting feedback like this really makes my day. Last week, last week when you contacted me based on the results, I was like, whoa, like you really, really honestly made my day because there's so many people in pain. And you and I both know, we go back to the days where we were going into a store that the feds were probably recording us because we were into nutrition and what people talk about being awoke today. And we were doing this back in the 80s or maybe even 70s in your case. I don't know. Let's talk about that for a second.
Awesome. The Learning Tree, 125th Street in Manhattan. I mean, that's what the Book of Knowledge was all about. I mean, it was all about self, eating healthy, living properly, getting the proper rest, getting the exercise that is needed to keep the body going through plant life, believe it or not. Plant life. No more of those things that give me 20 side effects. No more. Guess what? Right.
And so this is the crazy thing.
Bam!
You just said something that's true. We know that when we take medicine, I got to go like that because technically they're drugs, there's multiple side effects. And there's a whole list when we watch these commercials. It's almost like a joke, right? It's like, are they like this is something that they would have done on Saturday Night Live back in the days where they would have said, hey, take this, but it could kill you and you could crap on yourself and you smell like, now you take a vitamin, I should say, you take a supplementation and there's side benefits as opposed to side effects. This is crazy because we sound like a bunch of little kids or we're all happy, and we are, because when you have that energy level,
I'm happy.
oh man,
This is my life. This is my lifeline right here.
it
My
really
lifeline.
it really brings a warmth to my heart. Let's just talk about the different things that we probably have taken in terms of volume. I mean, I can easily say I've had probably 30 different things in my life, and not too long ago, I was actually doing a whole bunch of them too. Where now I don't have to because I had to eliminate them. They weren't working in the same way that this did in such a short time. What would you say about that?
1 minute. Shake time.
Hey, you gotta love it, guys. Bon appetito,
I
and,
gotta have it.
and we know that there's live cells in there. This is literally making your body alkaline. Because it makes you alkaline, that means you can stay healthy, because an acidic body is where the illness is. When it's get your body alkaline, sometimes it's a little complicated when it comes to the food, because the food's been compromised with pesticides and insecticides and genetically modified on top of that too. So here I can honestly say that I trust what's happening. Now, just so you know, I'm drinking some beer, but my beer is BEA, and this stands for Botanical Energy Adaptogens. This thing here is the equivalent to what would be somebody having maybe coffee, maybe what would be a Red Bull or something like that, except that it's an adaptogen. Adaptogens work in the brain. So when your brain functions, then your body's able to perform, as opposed to when you get a heart racing and you feel like you're gonna die, and then it goes away and then you crash. And this is what people go through, and I went through 3 times a day. So this is not the only 2 products that they have. However, they're the foundation. We call this the Forever Pack. Now, I'll tell you the truth. There's days where I have 2 shakes. And the reason I do that is because, well, how about this? Let's just talk about a little bit of the variety of stuff that this could possibly replace. Because if you look at the list, there's a lot of things that you might have been buying already that's on here, except that the compound makes it where it actually activates each other.
That's true.
It's true.
That's
right?
true. Absolutely true. I don't have to buy 20 things, 20 tablets. I'm getting it all in. Bam, 1.
Isn't that crazy?
I got it all right here.
So now let me ask you a question. You being a straight shooter from the Boogie Down Bronx, and been around the block a few times at least.
Straight from the hip, no chaser.
Yeah, right. Are you normally one of those Kool-Aid drinkers?
Used to be a long time ago. Today, hell no. I'm doing better with my life today. I'm watching what I'm putting in my body. And look, this Isogenics, there's no crashing. There's no crash. Look at me. I've been up since 7:30. I got 2-3 hours sleep, and I'm ready to do the bump and grind again. I don't feel fatigued.
Okay, so why do you think that sleeping is different now compared to before?
Because I'm taking the right supplements. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do today. And it's adding life to my body.
Life plus life equals life. So what happens is this, guys, scientifically, you're going into what would be the deep realm sleeping. And because of that, you're actually recuperating or resetting yourself. So the quality of the sleep is deeper. Hence, when you wake up, you have more energy. Is that what you're discovering?
That's what I'm discovering. I'm melting into the bed. I'm going deep. And when I wake up, I am revitalized. I do not feel tired. And this is the honest to God truth. I'm not selling no snake oil. I'm telling you what's going on in my life today. I feel a whole complete difference in myself. And I don't need a whole lot of things to do it. Just a few things that I have here that's making my life a whole lot better. I don't even look stressed.
But let me tell you something. I'm looking at you right now and I'm saying, hold it now. This guy looks
66.
like man, let me
I'm
tell you something.
66.
you right now look, okay, you and I have a situation that usually is a situation which is under our eyes. You know, you look like you freaking been sleeping 8 hours plus, you know, like you look, this is crazy because it hasn't been that long. Is that the surprising part in terms of how little time it's been?
And the men that I train with, like, when I do what I do, the jujitsu and all, they say, damn, where did he get all of that energy? Black belt went for the test. He says, you got a lot of strength for an old man. I said, that's the jujitsu. And what I'm taking, I ain't telling him about the supplements yet, but yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm doing.
let's be
It's
honest.
making a big change in my life.
You can't be selling the snake oil because technically speaking, as we speak today, you're not even in the business. You're just a customer that's raving fan now. Isn't that something? This is crazy. I mean, here we are having a good time and just playing around. How about if I tell you that this company literally has 14 countries that it's been selling to? It's been selling since 2002, since 18 years. It's grossed over $8 billion. That's with a B, $billion. And in addition to that, this Friday and Saturday, meaning tomorrow and Saturday, they launch Isagenix 2.0, where everything gets revamped. All of a sudden, what used to be 14 countries goes to 26 countries, including Japan. In Asia, we got Japan, we got Hong Kong, we have Taiwan, and South Korea presently. However, we are just beginning in the sense of the international global expansion, but 26 countries to possibly be able to earn some income from is pretty incredible for me because I have a pandemic-proof business that literally helps people do two things, actually three things. Some of our friends have this big belly and we want that belly to be flat.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I'm telling you. It's gone. That body fat is gone. You know what? Like I said, I'm feeling supernatural on a new type of living with my friend right here. This is making all the change in the world for me right here. See, I've been looking for this for the long. They say the fountain of youth. There it is. Isagenix.
How many different things have you think you've tried in the last 10 years in terms of numbers?
Too many. Too many. Over 100. Too many.
How much income you think you invested realistically?
What about $5,000?
Now let's think about this.
$5,000.
The Isagenesis, which is the pills, and the Isoline, both part of Isagenix, the company. When you combine it, it costs you less than $6 a day to consume the pills twice a day and what would be the meal replacement, which is probably the same price of I can't even say a fast food meal because it's the $5 fast food meal, which is like the welfare version of it. Not even a normal combination, because a normal combo, even medium, would have been like $7, $8, $9, depending on what state you're in. And if you do supersize, which is what most people do, you're paying 10 to 12, depending on what state that you're in. So it's more than affordable. Is that what you believe?
I'm not eating junk food. I don't have a desire to eat. I'm feeling full enough to make it through the day. I'm telling you, when I drive that truck, man, I'm not feeling fatigued. I'm not feeling tired. I'm energized enough to do my job complete. At the end of the tour, I'm still like, I got leftover energy from yesterday to today. I just took my shake time.
Evan, we got a chance to have that energy as if we were young. The promise that the company made was, if for some reason this does not produce the results that we promised and you're not happy, get your money back. And that to me shows confidence, but it's also good business. I haven't had anyone do it yet. I haven't had one person yet get their money back. And if I show you my back office of the company itself, we're talking about just shy of 100 people so far.
I found my life. Thank you, Isogenics, and thank you, Jerry Fontanez. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's my pleasure. So,
look at my face. My face is clear, man.
Bro,
I'm not looking.
listen, I'm telling you, it's like you makeup and there wasn't no makeup. You know what I'm saying? It looks like I'm looking at you right now. I swear to God, this is so. You don't understand how energizing it is for me. We know as martial arts instructors, when we see someone improve, that's priceless to us. If we're able to make someone do breakthroughs, oh my God, it motivates us. We want to help people. Now, and maybe I'm wrong, you tell me, whether it's a chest block, a high block, a roll, all those things, nothing will keep you safer than a strong immune system.
And that's what's working for me. This is why they say, you know, he asked me, are you tired? I looked at him, you crazy? To my eye contact told him, are you crazy? I got energy. He asked me, was I tired? His tongue was hanging out. He's going for his black belt. I was like, no, I'm the Uki. I'm the Uki. And he asked me, was I tired? I said, no. When I took him down, he said, oh God. He says, for an old man, you got a lot of strength. That's the jiu-jitsu. He just don't know. He don't have a clue.
So what do you feel when I say something like, well, I have other things that could possibly help you, other people.
I'm going to try that next.
But this is what I'm saying, that you and I are willing to try things. And more times than none, we're not really completely satisfied, but if we get a little bit of what would be a good feeling, we'll give it a shot a little longer. Like, I'll be honest, we had a conversation about something called CMOS, and I was very upset. I invested in pounds of CMOS, and I went through the process of what would be cleaning all the salt off of it, putting it in lime and leaving it overnight, having it expand. And then I listened to Dr. Sabi. He says, that's the wrong one. I'm like, what? But that's what they're selling in all these freaking places. And I got upset, not so much because of the money that I spent, but because it wasn't going to give me what I'm looking to be, and that's feeling healthy and vibrant. And it wasted my time and money. And honestly, it also hurt me because we're looking at, right there on 125th Street, right there to Watkins. And this is a spot where people line up to go there. It's been there for a minute, and they don't even have the right thing. So we're so confused nowadays. People on diets like keto diet. I'm like, oh my God, keto will kill you. Are you kidding me? You know what that does to your organs? The reason why you are functioning better is because you're giving the body what it needs in order for that to happen. That's all it is. We are addressing what would be not illness. In this case, is the opposite, the strengthening of your immune system, etc., at the cellular level. And most people cannot claim that because it hasn't been documented and proven like this company has. Do you know that the research for what developed the expansion of telomeres won a Nobel Prize? It won a Nobel Prize. And for whatever it's worth, we're the only company that is being tested by the person who did the original research. And he says yes or nay to those companies that would be submitting to see if the potency or the product actually says it. See, people think just because you have the ingredients, you can put it together yourself. No, the quality of the ingredients is one thing. And then the portions that you're putting in other words, the compound is the most important part. That's what gives you the formula, not just you can turn around and make some of the worst soup in your life if you put too much or too little of something. The secret is in the recipe. And the recipe is proprietary to us. So when competitors look at what's on there and they just put everything, oh, we got it too. Well, they still got to get that tested to see if that combination actually produces the results that it's supposed to. And no other company has been able to pass the actual test. And I'm like, wow. So technically, we're the only game in town that could produce those results in a matter of days, not months, days. How long did it take for you to start feeling something that was different?
Honestly, exactly 2 days. I said, my body said, oh, you woke now? I said, well, okay, great. And The test was driving at night and not being fatigued, because I sit half the time. So yeah, driving at night can make you fatigued, but with Isagenix, man, I am revitalized, man. I am circulating this power and this energy through my body, man, that makes me go through over mountains. And look, the key for me is to share this with the world so that we can help people get better in health and life. That's my purpose and my goal today.
You know, again, it makes me feel incredible. These are two guys, two kids from the Boogie Down Bronx who dodged a whole bunch of bullets to make it here today. We are minorities in the sense that how many of our friends are gone out of here, family gone out of here. When we say things like the Savage Nomads and the Savage Skulls and the Chingaling Nomads and the Savage and the Black Spades and except Ghetto Boys and blah, blah, we can mention probably 30, 40, 50, the Savage Samurai, Renegades of Harlem on that side over there. You know, we dodged all these bullets being positive and focused on martial arts. Props to, rest in peace, Professor Shihan Antonio Pereira, my man. You know, the guy was someone that opened up the doors for me, because we actually did a demonstration during the Blackboard examination back in 1985, I believe it was. And he wasn't a guy that could open up doors to just anybody, because he spoke English, Spanish, probably Japanese, but he also spoke a lot of French, if you get my drift. It was a
he did.
high level. So what can you say about that?
If it was fake, his favorite word was BS. If it wasn't working, he'd say BS. Take it down the stairs. Some 3 stairs that you had to climb, take it back down the stairs and out the door. Realist, I love that man. He helped me stay from out of the streets. He showed me jujitsu. I was one of the only ones that would go 12 o'clock to the police and the correction officers that were testing and working out, and they beat the hell out of me. But I had the desire to do what I do, and I emulated everything that he did. And you know what? I watched you, Jerry Fontanez. They gave me a lot of strength, you know, in the martial arts, man. So no matter what, man, keep it going. Keep it alive, man. And you know, it's no coincidence that you became a part of my life. No coincidence at all. It was just the right time. I needed to clear some things, get out of the way, get on the right frequency, and here I am.
See, now you're getting a little deep there about the frequency, but you're 100% correct. Now let me
Shake time.
My guys, listen, I know you guys are probably saying these guys are high. Yeah, man, we high on endorphins, we high on vitamins, we high on adaptogens, we high on all of the positive drugs that the body creates. The greatest drug factory ever is our body, guys. But the opposite is true too. When you have the stress, and there's a lot of stress out there, guys, a lot of realistic, honest fear, that increases other drugs that are downers, including cortisol and all these other ones that will make you literally sick. So when you hear two gentlemen speaking that collectively they're 120 years old, let's do this right, 66 and 54, 120 years young, because there's 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds that are dragging their feet, that are having to use what would be artificial stimulants in order to just get through the day. In the meantime, you have these so-called, in some areas, if they're nice to us, OGs, who literally got that vigor still. And you really honestly, you're looking at your face and you're not sure how, or I mean, you know how, but you're happy with the results, right? 'Cause I'm looking at my face, I'm saying.
I look at myself every day, I'm like, wow, amazing. In such a short period of time. All I had to do was get rid of the impurities and put the right stuff in my life. And I got the right stuff in my life. And like I said, man, I get off work, man. I got nerve enough to play ball with my dogs. It's, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to give her energy. She needs it. And then I go to bed and I get 2 or 3 hours sleep and I'm bam, back up again. You know why?
There you go.
Right here. You see it? Can you see it?
You know what?
That's it.
You know what's so cool about this is that it's gonna last the rest of the day. I mean, obviously, we're recording this, guys. We're recording this because the truth is that people gotta know what the deal is. Isogenics is the real deal.
Shake time.
And just so you know, for those of you who would rather have a plant-based version, they have it. I use the plant-based version, but that's something that's coming out, which is so crazy. This week, I'm going to find out about it. Instead of it being vitamins, which is what would be a version of what would be the Vitamirs. See, Vitamirs is really what it is. Vitamirs and vitamins. The Vitamirs, that we're coming out with products that have the actual Vitamirs, which means the whole fruits and vegetables themselves. So they're upgrading what we already have. That's mind-boggling. And I'm blown away because I earn income doing this, helping people get happy and excited, keeping them alive. Who needs these products today, especially today with this COVID? And I got to go like that. That's happening.
I got some female friends that have fibromyalgia. Wait till they try this. They're going to be knocking, calling on the door like they want it. Yeah. Fibromyalgia will be defeated.
It's crazy, guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Right here.
If you look at the list of the ingredients, those ingredients are ridiculous. Like there's so many. I mean, of course, we know McDursto and we know turmeric has been really, but this is the 4th generation of the product.
I don't have to buy turmeric no more for having a kung fu grip on the steering wheel all night long. Man, my Arthur started to show up, but you know what? I can do a power punch today. You know what I'm saying? With no effects. I can close my fist today. I can do a tiger claw. I can do a dragon fist, whatever, without Arthur showing up.
Wow. Huh? So, okay. And again, that's something that is really incredible because there's so many people that don't think that there's options. They really honestly have given up and are just dealing with what would be, the limitations of the joints being able to function properly. And sometimes with massive pain. So people living with unnecessary pain. Some people have unnecessary visceral fat around their abdominal section, which leads towards prostate and or colon cancer because their body are not getting the nutrients to detoxify themselves. And when you tell someone, listen, take 2 scoops of this and take these twice a day, keep everything the same. I didn't tell you do anything different. And then let's see what happens. Let's see how you feel. And then we can have a conversation. And if you don't feel any different, then you can exercise your right to get your money back, no problem. Or we can have a conversation of the possibility that you may want to share this and have it as a side gig, which it seems like that's what you want to do.
That's right.
But
residual income.
Now, residual income is something that's very important. A lot of you guys don't realize. The reason why people want to become singers and dancers and actors and writers and producers and directors, etc., is because what's considered intellectual properties or residual income. So now, if you don't have an intellectual property, it's kind of difficult for you to have residual income unless you're part of an industry that has intellectual properties, meaning proprietary products, logos, and so on and so forth, like Isogenics has, and we get a chance to benefit without financing the deal. All we do is take our own food. Because like I told you, and maybe it surprised you, I don't know. In order for you to change from what would be a customer to a business owner, all you need is the whopping total of $29 American once a year. And all the tools are available to you. United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Now,
Boricua.
Oh yeah. So what I'm saying is that it sounds, that sounds too good to be true. But let me ask you a question. When you started feeling different, did you at one point think maybe it was in your mind, in your brain?
No, my body was telling me it was right. My body was telling me it was right. My body was telling me it was right. See? I'm guided by what my body tells me today, and I was right on the right vibrations. I know when it's something fake, and I didn't crash. No, I took it, and I actually am still on the same vibrations that I'm on when I first took it, man. It released the toxins. It allowed me to receive my receptors to receive the energy flow that I need to make it through the day, man. And look, can you imagine me working from 8 o'clock 4th of July to 9 o'clock 4th of July evening? No meal, no meal. I had to change the blades on my lawnmower. I had to do this, I had to do that. It was hot like hell, so I didn't go out in the sun till 5. But I got up 8 o'clock and I worked until 9 o'clock that evening, the 4th of July. No meal, because I cooked after I finished. Check that out. Huh? Squash, potatoes on the grill. Check that out. I'm doing some people say crazy stuff. You know, I'm eating entirely different, man. You know, I'm getting away from the blood. I'm getting away from the blood. See? And that's making a big difference for me. You know, my life is much happier today, man. Just in the last month that I started taking the Isagenix, man. My life has changed completely, man. You know, the guys on my job, I'm 66, and these guys are young. You know, and they work and they be panting and looking kind of foolish, like they're exhausted. I'm like, and drinking them sodas and all of that crazy stuff that they put in their body, man, they don't realize, man. They're not getting what they think they're getting. It's slowing their metabolism down. They're not receiving the right energy flow, man. The brain shuts down. The organs shut down. See?
Well,
and so, you know,
you're not an easy person to make happy because you have so much.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Look, over-the-counter type of stuff, no. I looked and said, is that a snake oil salesman right there or what? But like you said, you got to try it. And I've known you, and I said, you know what? And I actually physically watched you when you made the weight change. I was on your page, and I watched you continuously. I said, wow, look at this. You know, I don't have the belly no more. I don't have the belly fat. And now I'm working on muscle strength and muscle mass. At 66, check that out.
Well, let me
Most guys 66 are playing cards and sitting on their butt, collecting a check.
With a walking stick.
That's it.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, guys, again, it's the reason why today I'm vibrating. I'm so happy. I really appreciate you trusting me enough to give it a try. Because that's all that's all I'm asking anyone to do, guys. You don't have to believe me, but
trust them.
It does come back with money back guaranteed. So it pretty much releases the risk, you know, but
there's no risk with Isagenix. It's working. It'll work for anybody. All they got to do is apply themselves. Look, apply yourself, do a 3-day, 5-day challenge, and I guarantee you, whoever's listening to this, you'll make a change in your life. You know what? You'll become a customer, then you become a sales rep. That's for sure. You'll pass the message because the way you feel after taking this, you want everybody else to feel the same way.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Jerry Fontenez.
From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you. So guys, there you have it. This is another happy camper, so to speak, you know, to the point where he kind of surprised me on a good note, because you guys may not realize, but when we normally speak, let's say from a level from 0 to 10, the energy level is somewhere between 6 and 7. Because this is a cool cat from back in the days, you know. But today he got out of character in the sense that, I shouldn't say out of character, he released the brakes and was able to just go all out. I mean,
off.
Oh my God, yeah, all out, because the brakes were off, man. This is something that I want to thank you again, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you go on that note, because otherwise we'll be here for 2 days, and I know you got things to do, and I know that people are counting on you. But guys, any parting words? If there's anything you want to say.
Hurry up and get some of this here Isagenix, y'all. This is the new way to go. Trust me. I wouldn't say it, I'm living it. And I'm feeling good about myself. People are questioning I said, Dad, how is he so energized? He's always smiling. I ain't got no stress. I'm happy, joyous, and free.
Wow. All right. On that note, I want to thank you. Guys, thank you for watching. I don't know what to say, but give it a shot. When I say AB, if you can say see ya, we're Fred C&M, the AB.
See ya.
We out of here. Thank you very much. God bless. Best wishes. We gone. Bye-bye.
All the best. Peace.
Peace.